Hi Sagittarius, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius, this is your general reading starting today on the 24th of April. And just for the very near future is what I'm asking about. I want to find the most inspirational, uplifting, guiding message that I can give you at this moment in time. And I haven't put an end date to it. So whenever you find this reading and you feel like you resonate with it, it's your reading to have. I've started to incorporate the number. I'm a sucker for numbers. I've been playing a lot with numbers forever. So I've just decided I might just incorporate it into the readings. And so today's date, number 24, is not so much the 24, but the frequency that the numbers are carrying. Every number carries a unique frequency. And so 24 is all about number 2, conversation, communication, and relationships. And number 4 is all about the heart. The heart matters, and a foundation. And then the totality of that, 2 plus 4 equals 6, which is the total self, like the you who are in connection with your inner being, your higher self, the connectivity in between there. So let's see specifically what's coming out. I can't talk. What's coming out for you, Sagittarius, for the very near future is what we're asking about. If you don't like the shuffle, please fast forward. Excuse me. There we go. Oh, that was fast. So Sagittarius, because I incorporate everything, I don't think there's something like that has meaning, but that doesn't have meaning. I think that everything can be incorporated in how we do things, if that's the intention behind it. And so I'm very static today. The first card out is number 14. And I want to say it's fast moving feeling here. It's a fast pace at this time. Something around you has a fast moving pace, and yet, sorry, it's being a bit, when the hair gets so static, it's like everywhere. Yeah, there's some sort of, so this is number 14, and I do apologize. The program reverses the images of the cards, and I'm going to keep it in for right now for several reasons. So it says patience on the bottom, and it's number 14. And 14 for me lately, it's funny. I mean, every number has a unique frequency, and you sort of don't shake that. That's the core frequency of everything, is the core frequency. But for me specifically, like over time, certain things has become, if I see feathers, that has a special meaning to me. If I see butterflies, that has a special meaning for me. So, and I know that's like a butterfly has a specific unique frequency, but that doesn't mean the same thing for every person, but for me it does. And so take this with a grain of salt, because it's a unique frequency, but my interpretation of that, like a little coloring around it. So 14 lately for me it's just this most wonderful, if there's such a thing as wonderful numbers, I'd say that 14 is the most beautiful number. It's sensitive, it's caring, it's charismatic, it's nurturing, it's tending to things, it's seeing things, it's tenderness. It's like soft. I want to speak softer, quieter when number 14 shows up. And number 14 has number 1 in it, so it speaks about new beginnings, and 4, which is the heart matter. So it's a strong heart matter for you right now, what's going on. I mean, obviously it's a general reading, but it feels very much like a love reading, this to me. And there's something to it. Something has already come to fruition. So we have the seed here that has come in from like a wish, a dream. We have a seed there, and the seed it's already in full bloom. Like, we're not waiting for that. We're not waiting to see a manifestation happen. So I don't know if I'm getting mixed signals here, or if there's something like, because sometimes I'm drawn to the word on the bottom and sometimes not, I'm not whatsoever. But today I'm drawn to the word patience. And it's so interesting because it's like, usually I would say, okay, just have patience because this thing will happen. But it's like it has already happened and you still need patience. Does that make sense? There's like, it's right there, but I can't touch it. It's like a kid in a toy store with so many beautiful things, and it's right there. So you manifested the things, but it's like asking them that, which is torture, to ask them then not to touch it or play with it or have fun with it. It's that vibe, it's that feeling, like it's right there, but I can't touch it. I feel it, I smell it, I see it. It's very tangible. So I feel like it's in reality for you, but you're being asked to have patience at this moment in time. There's something that's gonna solve itself so that you can play with the toys, if that makes sense. Okay, and it's a black border, so you're super supported in this. It's like you full support. There's if you need some validity from somebody, if you need some sort of green light, like you can do this, it's a green light, like you should go for this. So if this is a relationship or if this is a business, just starting up a business, and you can see it there, you have everything you want, but there's like you're waiting for something to come through for you so that you can just get going with it. Something like that. It's a green light. It's like, go for it. The universe is backing you up. And then we have, oh, and I forgot to say, if you're combining number 4 with number 1, we have a number 5. And 5 for me is all about change and life path. So you're changing something as we speak, and it's what you want. I feel when people say you're off your life path there for a bit, for me that just doesn't ring true. I think that everything is supposed to be on your life path. Everything that happens, for a while there I was very wrong. Maybe it was something that you wouldn't consider it to be something that you wanted, but it was still needed in order for you to sort of put the pieces back together in the way that you really want it to be, or understand more clearly what you don't want so you understand more clearly what you do want. Things like that. You're figuring it out, and that's also your life path. But there's something to it that it's a feeling of, okay, this is your life path, but this is where you want to be. This is where you would consider, I'm on my life path now. And I would translate that as saying, you're on your life path now with things that you want. There's change being created right now on your life path with what you want, okay? And then we have the number 3, which is partnerships and alliances. So it's like I'm doing a love reading for sure, because I see the next card out. I didn't see that before. So number 3 is all about creativity, passion, joy, laughter, and partnerships and alliances. There's something about coming together, crossing the borders, crossing what is it called? No, I'm not gonna find it. Like I'm gonna try to explain it in another way. You're not caring whether this is some person who is of different beliefs than you are, is of different religious beliefs than you are, has a different color, skin color, has a different ethnicity, has a different, like there's something about crossing, I don't want to say crossing the line because it sounds like you're going too far with something, but this is just breaking borders. This is breaking the way that we look at things. We're doing it in a new way type of thing. And it's partnerships and alliances. There's something about like coming together like that, but it can be for business, it can be for relation. It's a general reading, so it's so broad. But it could actually be for both. It could be that you're actually dealing with both right now. And obviously for some people you're dealing with, do whatever, like apply it to whatever fits your story right now. Because I feel for some of you guys, you literally are just maybe starting a new love life, And on top of that, you're starting a new business, or like coming together with somebody to start an organization, or we're starting something, and we're crossing borders. We're crossing borders in order to do so. So if that's people from other countries, if that's, then, but we're coming together. And it's a spiritual alignment. It's like, it was supposed to happen. It's meant to happen this way. Yeah, it's not like we're connecting in due to, yes, okay, so it can also talk about age. We're not connecting in due to the fact that we're having the same age, having the same interests even. It's somewhat good if you had the same interest, but I'm trying to say the basis of this is not the same color of the skin tone. The basis of this is spiritual. Like we have the same core beliefs, and so that is what has brought us together. This is law of attraction at its best. And then we have love begins. So that's why I can't sort of deny that there's a new love relationship here with a green border, which speaks about the totality of you. This is sort of the number 6. It's like the complete you. It's the feeling between when you're connected in with your heart, when you're connected in with your intuition, when you're connected in with your inner being, with your source, with your higher self, call it whatever you want. And on top of that, this is love begins on the bottom, and we're coming together. I love the fact that it's two different, it's showing different colors, different color palette. So it's like we're doing this a bit differently. We're starting this a bit differently. Maybe not the typical, and if this is you coming together in a new way, like the typical thing of if you're meeting somebody new, the typical way would maybe be to see them for dinner or drinks or however people are doing it these days. But this is like we're coming together in a different way than maybe is typical, if that makes sense. But it's so beautiful. We had the rainbow there. It's a number 1, which speaks about new beginnings. This is really, really fresh. It's really fresh, out of the well. Like we're pouring love into the already flowing stream. So there's something really recognizable. Can you say that? To this, there's something that is really, really, really beautiful and feels very at home, like straight away at home. Absolutely gorgeous. New beginnings, love begins, partnerships and alliances. With the number 1 again, with new beginnings in the heart matter. But you've been asked to have patience at this time, and I don't know if like you need to have patience for a very long time, but it's like for right now, it's almost a bit unbearable. I feel like you're so longing for this to just get it going. Okay. What else for Sagittarius, please? There you go. Oh my God. Okay. So I wish now that you could see this. Like on the table we have, I'm going to try to, am I going to be able to do this? So here first we had a black card coming out, and then after that we had the purple card with the partnerships and alliances, and then we had love begins with the green. And then again underneath we have a black card, and underneath the purple we have a purple card, and underneath the green we have a green card. And we have number 6 again, and number 4 again, and number 1 again. So it's like the exact same. So it speaks, I think, first of all, it's showing the beauty of, so I almost cannot say, it could be for business. It could be for business, and you're just speaking the same language. You're meeting eye to eye. You know exactly what to make of this, like you're starting this organization together, you have the same vision, you immediately speak the same language, like you understand where they want to go with this, because you want to go exactly where they want to go. It might be the case, but other than that, I think this is a love relationship where it's just showing like you completely mirror each other. It's like it's gorgeous the way that I'm seeing this. It's like, am I messing everything up if I do this? Maybe not. Just from the upside down, is that possible? Just look at this. Please now focus. Do you see how similar they are? So underneath, this is a new way of doing my readings. So right here we have the patience and the awareness, and then we have partnerships and alliances with foundation and achievements with the heart matter. And then we have love begins and memories of love. It's so beautiful. It's so the same. It's black, black, purple, purple, green, green. It's like it's mirroring each other. Okay? Okay. I'm switching this back now. That was a different way of doing this. And now, please stay there. Okay. Seems like it wants to get away there a bit. Okay, so you saw that. That's beautiful. I'm going to get into them now. So the first card out, underneath patience, underneath the fact that it has already taken place and it has already happened. This manifestation has already happened. It's already here. This is awareness on the bottom. Number 1 speaks again about new beginnings. There's something you're starting fresh here. And it's a black border again. So it's universal forces are with you. This is sort of divinely orchestrated. You're being put together with this person at this moment in time. And it's so much focused on the spiritual side of it. Like, it's so much focus on the connectivity, connecting in. And I think, so some of you guys might be in separation. It might be the situation that you're actually in separation, like you're met somebody, but you can't see them right now for some reason. And you just have to, first of all, practice the trust of, like, trusting the relationship, trusting the process of this. I want to say trust the process of this. That's major, to trust the process. I want to say it one more time. Trust the process, because that's of significance here. That nothing is going to waste. Nothing is sort of getting out of your hands because it's taking some time for you to see this person in person. But also that you get a chance to tune in with them. You can really practice to feel them. What are they feeling right now? What are they sensing right now? What are you sensing right now about them? Like you're building a strong spiritual foundation first because of this separation, or because of this reason that you can't see each. Maybe depending on when you listen to this reading and depending where you live in the world, it could be due to this pandemic that you were separated. It could be for any reason really, but to take the opportunity, because you're being given, maybe you're seeing it at this is just so frustrating. At times, I think most of the time you're doing okay though, but at times when it's frustrating, just know that you're being given an opportunity here to practice what it feels like being apart but together, if that makes sense. To be completely aware of them, to tune into them, to connect in with them. What are they doing? Can you see each other in each other's dreams? Are you aware of their essence? Like their, I think you know what I mean, their essence. So it's a huge practice that you're given right now, because I think that you wouldn't choose that yourself. You wouldn't say, hey, let's decide not to see each other for 2 weeks and let's just practice how it feels being apart. If you just met this person, that's not what you want to do. So you're being given an opportunity. You're being given the possibility to lay a gorgeous, gorgeous foundation for you guys' energy, for your spirit. And it makes sense here that now the foundation and achievements comes out underneath the partnerships and alliances. So you're building something together, and I love that the rainbow is there again. It's sort of very similar to this. There's a rainbow there, very clear, but there's a rainbow here as well. Maybe not so clear in this. So the love begins here, and then we're building something together. You're putting down the foundation right now. Number 4 on the card says heart matter, heart energy center, and lay a new foundation. And it literally says foundation on the card, with the words as well. So the numerology and the words really are synchronistic. And the achievements, I feel like there's achievement, like you're achieving this goal, this common goal. Again, if it's like it feels like it's swapped, and I just completely talk about your love relationship here now. But if this is business, if this is something that you're starting that sort of is coming together with other people, you're achieving what you're setting out to do. You're laying the foundation of what you're setting out to do, and you're achieving doing so. Again, connecting in with the spiritual border. It's the purple border there, which speaks about the spirit. And how you're coming together and you're forming this little, whether this is between 2 people or a little 2 people with extended family or business starting or whatever, you're coming together building this. And then we have number 6, which speaks about the totality of you, the complete love, the connection between you and your inner source and yourself, with the number 6. And then we have, again, with the green border, the totality of you. Green is all about the heart center again, the heart matter and heart center. And it says literally memories of love. And it's like you're holding a light for them. You're such a light for them, and they're such a light for you. But you're holding a light for each other. And if this is almost like a little ritual that you're having, like you're praying for them, or you're incorporating them in your meditation, or there's something going on that like you really are shining a light on them, for them, holding the light for them, and like truly coming together. You're feeling this one. It's so gorgeous. So excited for the next. So what else want to come out for, like how can you even make this? It just feels like it's such a perfect fit, and like you don't plan for these cards. They jump out in this particular order. Okay. So what else for Sagittarius? Let's just call it this most wonderful coming together, and then you fill out the blank whether this is a love story or whether this is a business story. If this is a business story, it's still a love story, because it's so fitting. I would have wanted another green there, and it would have been the same situation again. So we have first number 5. So we yet another life path. It just shows that you're on the right track right now. And it's a black border again, which speaks about the universal powers. Strong momentum here. It's underway. It's happening. It's happening as we speak. Throat chakra. So if you're not speaking chakra language, that's just the energy center of your throat. And it's speaking about being completely, I'm personally lately so drawn to the color blue, the blue frequency. I don't really know for the future, or what that means, if I'm just really drawn to it because it feels nice, or if there's something more that wants to be told here. And I am always like, I'm so-and-so and going and Google stuff. I'm more sort of wanting to wait out and get my own intuition about it, get my own answers about it, and sort of don't, I don't want to say ruined, or I don't want to be influenced. I don't want to be influenced in what this means, because it might mean something to me that is brand new, and then I'm going to think it means something else, and then I clog my own truth about it, if that makes sense. So there's something about whatever you're doing now, whatever this, like, whether this is a business situation or whether this is a love story, stick to your own intuition, stick to your own truth about this, stick to whatever feels like the right thing for you to do, rather than Google it and have other people's opinion about it. So if there's other people wanting in on it and sort of having discussions about it and having, you should do this or you should not do that, to sort of stay away from that, stay in the clear from that, and just sort of take your own guidance about what to do around this situation. And there's something very authentic about it. The universe is backing up. There's a black border again. But with the throat there, it's like it's speaking the truth. It's being very pure, very honest, very authentic. Okay? And then with the life path, it's like big change and you're on the right track. And then we have the number 2, which is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. And it's called the waiting game. So it's a bit of a patience situation here again. The patience with number 14, and then we have the number 2 with the waiting game. And again, it's already manifested. It just wants to show you, like, we put down the roots. The roots are already in the soil. Time has passed, and it has already started to bloom. Like, it's already come up over the ground, and it has turned into a little bush or a little tree, and it even has leaves or flowers on it. So it's like we're not putting down the seed and now waiting for it to hatch or to bloom or to like have a result. The result has come in. We already have a result. It has already manifested. But now it says the waiting game, and it's on the emphasis on game. It's the waiting game. You're being given opportunities here. This is causing a ripple effect for you, and you're choosing your timeline right now. You're choosing how you want to see this, how you want to approach this, what route you want to take according to this. This has already manifested. The business is already underway. The love relationship is already underway. It's already happening. We're not waiting for anybody anymore. They have come in. I don't think this reading is for you if they haven't come in, because I was going to say, if this business haven't started yet, or if you haven't met this person yet, they're so about to come in. They're going to come in today. If you listen to this reading today, they're going to come in today, because that's how close it feels. But I feel for the most of you guys who are listening to this, you've already met them. The business is already underway. It's already here. Now let's see what we can do with it while we wait for it to sort of take off, or while we wait for you guys to see each other, or however that's playing out in your life. It's the waiting game. You get to play with this. Okay? I'm going to continue in the extended and see what I can find there, pull more cards, and if you're interested in that, you're welcome to click the link in the description box down below. If this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching and listening, and I hope to see you back for your love reading next week. Take care, guys. Bye.